Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nila. So this is episode 35 of our Let's Play campaign, and we have some debugging to do with regards to trains. Let's address the elephant in the room, the elephant being consisting of a number of trains that are stuck. Let's discuss and figure out why it is. There were some astute viewers on the previous episode that were kind enough to point it out, and as soon as they said it, I was like, no, oh yeah, that's true. Oops. Alright, so let's find an intersection and explain how it works, because it is the fundamental design of my train system, which inherently is good, but oops. So this way it works. This here we are looking at is an iron station, and what we are getting inbound here will be empty trains. So empty trains are always on the outer lane, empty outer, and they go here. Or they come from the other side and they are on the outer, and now I'm talking outer as in from the shape of the octagon. They are on the outer lane, so they go up here. That one and that one are the only ways to get in. Likewise, when the train is full of iron, it goes out, and it can only go on the inner lane or inner lane. Full, inner full. Good. And what is the thing that has happened with our green circuit? Let's run on over and have a look at the green circuit, because that one has a single entrance here. And that means the only trains that can go in are the ones who are on the empty side of the network. But you don't want empty trains in. Well, sometimes you do want empty trains. You want empty green trains, but you don't want empty copper trains. That means when a copper or an iron train wants to get in here, it really just can't do that, because it'll have to go first find a way to get on the empty side of the belt, and the only way that it can get on the empty side of the belt is by going through locations like this here and just getting stuck, and probably also other locations like this one. So this one is basically trying desperately to go, that one, the copper train. This is desperately trying to go on the empty track so that it can go into the green circuits and unload. That is not correct. That is very much not correct. So what I need to do is make sure that I have a way that I go into the green circuits and a way to go out of the green circuits, so that the iron and copper has to have its own entrance, because that will come from the full side of the belt, and the green circuits will have another exit and entrance, because they will go empty in and full out, while the iron and copper will go full in and empty out. So that is the essence of it, and that means this whole damn thing here is not working. How are we going to fix it? Well, I'm going to fix it by simply killing the two train stations, so that nothing will go in there, and that means at least the damage won't get any worse. No path? Yeah, I got that one removed. It is what it is. Why can I not get into that one? All 6 stops are inaccessible from the current position. I would imagine that's because the only ones that we have are the ones at our new facility that isn't hooked up, because that's what we want to do. So what I have done is I have taken this green circuit here and basically reserved all of it, but found a way that you can say, okay, I'm going to get the iron and copper in on one side. They have a separate entrance, and the greens have a separate entrance. And the result is something that I think looks much nicer. What we're having here is this is entrances for the green circuits. Comes it empty, so we have to do the empty one, which means the outer one is empty. Going in, gets loaded, goes out, and goes on the inner lane. While this one, it will be iron and copper, so iron and copper will be coming in full. That means it comes from the inner lane, so you can see that is incorrect. Let's jump on over and take a look at that one. So while we're also going to run around a lot on these tracks, and because we're running around a lot on the tracks, let's get started on some betting. Let's hear it. Who thinks that I'm going to survive the entire episode without getting run over a single time? And who thinks that I'm going to be killed at least once by trains by standing like I do now, except on the tracks? Can we do this? And we can just do that one. Right, so what we've done now is just removed the intersections here. And basically we want this. We go very, very slowly. This is for iron and copper. Iron and copper will come in as full trains. Full trains means inner lane. And this is just so weird. This is bugging me so much that it doesn't work. There are apparently 2 different ways of doing this. That one. So that's the inner lane, and the other inner lane is down here. And there's something wrong with that. There. All right. So those are the two inner lanes, and no. Does this work then? Yes, this one seems to work. Yeah, definitely two different variants. Okay, so this one goes inbound and inbound. Those are the inner lanes. The outer lanes will have to be the outbound. So that means it comes out here and then it goes... Did it? Oh, yeah. This is the... They will now come out as empty iron and copper trains. Going out here or going out there. I know, unfortunately, there's a bit of intersection. And also take this out. So we are going to need to figure out how to do this. And well, let me just figure this out, and we'll be back. I think this is correctly signaled. We have one big intersection there, unfortunately, but all the other intersections are nice. But there's no way, there's a lot of things going through that one. Good. What we now need to do is, if we hook this one up, then my theory is that we should be seeing the trains that had no path before. They will now start moving. And let's jump there immediately. Yes, they are coming out. They actually want to come out, but they can't yet because there's still a massive struggle. Let's run over. Well, that's not running. Okay, that is also not connected. Let's just get this one. Oh, hello, train. I do not like the fact that you came in as an empty train. Well, I guess you'll be going back once you realize it. At least you'll be going back in a meaningful way. So we go to the other location and make sure that the green circuit... Oh, we also need to make sure that these are out, because I can't have those being too close to each other. So this one will be empty going in, full going out. That's going to be a standard build then. One of these. We'll reiterate it once we have it done. Whoa, I have the super duper robots. Don't need to have those while we're doing this. I rather want the other one, because then we can see what we're doing, and there we go. I'll take a bit of this and build it here. So what we have now is empty on the outside. Empty can go in and get filled up with greens and then go on the inside. Empty can go in and full can go out. So that's good. This is now working, and we are getting trains in here. There are 4 assigned, but there will be a lot of train fixing to do. So what we're going to do now is I am going to run on over to the other location here and then start messing with this. But this is kind of an important part of playing Factorio, is fixing train debug, at least the way I play it. So I'm going to be doing this a bit also because it could happen to be some little mishaps here. Let's jump over there. Here we are. And what we are now struggling with is a lot of trains that are in the wrong positions. So how are we going to solve it? Well, I think that I'm actually going to allow more exchanges here. So I'm going to allow that one. How close is the one behind? It would be really nice if I could back up a bit. I could back up a bit for this one. Good. I'll switch you to manual. I'll back up. I'll switch you to automatic. So we got one train out, and I allowed it to go on a bad position, which isn't great. The other ones will allow it to go out as well. They will go here. Okay, it's all about emptying this in here. No, now there will no longer be trains going in here, and we should start loosening up a lot of these things. But there will still be things that are not going to work. For example, this one, it's not really working unless because there's a couple of trains stuck behind it. And like that. So I'm going to just allow, or imagine that this one is empty. I'm also unfortunately going to have to get this one here. This is one of the few fake trains we have left. But that's also what we need to fix. And okay, I need to make sure that we have the alt value on here. That's a copper train. Why does it say no path? I don't like the fact that it says no path. Where do you go? You're trying to get to a inbound station. That implies that the only stations that are available are inaccessible. Is this inaccessible for some reason? It does seem like it's inaccessible because there's no one coming here. Why is no one coming to this location? There might be a single, like, yeah, there we go, that one. I think that might be it. No, it's not. It's that one. That one is the culprit. Huh, really cool. Really cool when that happens, somehow. So what that meant is that it was actually setting the train. Whoa, they're not aligned. How are they not aligned? Look at that. How are they not aligned? That's this one. This one is incorrect. Okay, run there and fix it. That's funny. Okay, I thought it would be no mistake. All right, I'll see you there. And here we are. Let's make sure that we actually take all of this and move it down there. Yes. Did it remember the name? Yeah. You have to go back. No, you have to go to the stacker. Okay, so this one. Now it's aligned. And this one is also working because now we actually have this one and removed it. So to explain exactly what was happening here, as soon as you had one of these on the wrong side, it signaled to everything that the direction of the trains, because that was probably placed first, was going the other way. So that's not good. And what we now need to do is go over here. Now this one is working. This is the one we've been looking at before. I mean, it is beautiful. That it is. Big and beautiful. That is what it is. And we can now take these ones. They don't have anything because they're called load 2. But if we take the trains here, these are very welcome to be moved. I'll take load 2 instead of load 1 until full. Then I'm going to take stacker 2 instead of stacker 1. Remove this, and it's off. I'm going to do this for all of them, so be right back when that's done. And I think that should be it. Let's go back here to our location. Let's also check on these. I now have 8 trains that go load 2, inbound, and then back to the stacker. 8 of those. That makes perfect sense. That is what we have. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to need one more. There isn't actually room for the 8th one without sort of its ass hanging out. And we can't have that. So I'll take this part and then build it like that. Here. Now we have one out. Where are you going? You're just going to whatever inbound that is. Let's see. Why is that not possible? Because I have another inbound here that's stuck. And why can I not get further from this one? All right, let's go over and have a look. This one should definitely not be stuck here. It should go to the next one. It's green even, so it's probably because there's really no understanding of it. All right, it is right here. So what seems to be the major malfunction for you? You are saying destination full. Yeah, but yeah, okay, but I know. That's kind of one of this mess that was there. So you go back to the stacker. Is it not moving? Okay, then you go back to the stacker. I guess it's because there were too many assigned here. When I cut it out and then pasted it in, bad stuff happened. All right. There's always like these startup issues. And now there's nothing blocking the main line anymore. We can get stuff in off of the main line. Great. We can get the green circuit built out of the main line. It'll gonna wait a bit, but not much. Why is this one waiting? Oh, it's waiting for another iron train, another green circuit train to go out. I think there should be room in this location for a train, right? I think so. This one should have enough room to be 2 trains. Yes, definitely it is. All right, let me run through this one. So far, not dead. Woohoo! That would be funny, right? And I have my blueprint here. So let me think. If I do that one, it's definitely enough, and kind of bend it. I'm gonna have to do it as close to this one as possible. There, basically. Take these out. And that one. So this one is the one we want. There, there. And that should just leave a bit more space in between. I am not actually sure about this one. Well, I guess I'll find out by doing a bit of Frogger here. Okay, that was close. I'm gonna put it here, and please don't kill my train. There, 2. I'm gonna test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? Nah. Nine, I guess. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1 and 2. Okay, so that is not working. How much can I move this over? It is exactly that one. So I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna take this train, and I'm gonna try to scoot it over there so it automatically goes as far forward as it can. There. And then see if I can now do that one. Yes. Okay, so it works. That's important, I think. The question is just, will it also work if I attach both of them to an even? I don't think so. Then I think it'll be too close. And I'm going to set that up here as well. And I don't care about the other ones, do I? Maybe I do. There. I don't actually think that's correct. Because they will be too close to that one. Anyway, so we have now this one. This is looking absolutely phenomenal. Things are going in. We're not getting enough iron trains in. Why not? Oh, right. Yeah. That's a great thing that I just noticed there. Oh, by the way, you can do that with... you can do... there. And then I'll have my robot do it when I get close enough. Let's see it fly out. I want to hold shift to run faster. When is our robot coming out? And there it is. Boop. They can now rotate him. Yeah, so that's a little flaw. We had to move these back and forth a few times. It's gonna self-balance, right? I think so. It might, or it might not. There you go. Now it's probably closer to self-balancing. All right, so we built this one. Great. What are we going to do? We're going to build one more, and it's going to be built right there. Except this is not a good place to build it because I don't have the opportunity to get 2 inputs. These are simply too close. So there are too many intersections here for me to place this. This one could be an iron or steel or anything like that, but I kind of need some more space for this. So what I could do is try to squeeze it in on the side. I wonder if this distance here is more or less than this distance. Oh, this distance versus that distance. I feel okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same. And how many do we have? 20? Okay, so it's bigger, so there is room. What was the point of that? Oh, right, the point was that I can take this one, and then that one, and then move this over here. First, though, I need to remove the entirety of this one. That is just something I can just have fun with myself. So I'll be back once we're over and ready to put in the next green circuit build. So first things first, I've just measured this distance to that signal, and that can fit in a full train. So I am going to move this one up and a bit closer. So let's do that first. That will be from here, and that'll be using that one. Now I can take this out. So this is going to be the new intersection here. I'm going to take a lot of this is super replicatable. I love that word. That one, and this one is also nice. So here. And then I have to remember to get some signals somewhere. That'll just be somewhere like this. There. All right, so let's build this, and we can take all of this out as well and just get the connection. Let's hope I don't get run over while standing here, but you know, it could happen. That one. The bed is still going on, and we build all of this. Yep, I switched to the good robots because I'm going to be doing a lot of cleanup, but I figured that we might as well build this one while we were here, so that now we have a cleaner entrance to the base, or to this one. Yeah. Yep, so that works, and what I just need to do is let's get this one passed. Done. That's how you brute force with robots. And now the cleanups can begin. See you in a bit. So this has been cleaned out now, and we are ready to put in the green circuits, the new green circuits. We can just have a look at it, how it works. Does it look like it's working? It actually, interestingly enough, I was about to say that it's interesting that this is not actually blocked. I would always expect these ones to be fully saturated, but it looks like they are working just fine. They are fully saturated. Everything is fully saturated. This one's fully saturated, and there are a lot out beyond, but we do need more. And we are greedy, so let's build it here. And you know, it would be nice if I could build it sort of exactly the same place, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Oh, that was that just an autosave? What am I supposed to remind you of when there's an autosave? Subscribe. There you go. I'll clean this one up. I can do that myself. There and there. All right, let's fast forward through this this placement. And that should be the last of it. Here we go. Let's see. Do you have this one? The only thing we need to do is rename this to stack 1, because that's the new location. And number 1 and number 1. And that should also remove any trains that we have at this location. These are still going to be ironed in and out. I have deliberately cut the line here because I did not want them to start going in here if there was something wrong. I mean, I have been known to do mistakes, right? For example, I have the ability to make an incorrect illegal turn here. Let's go grab that one as well. And the first thing, this one, we will need to do, this is the green in and out, so that will be standard. We can do standard, right? We can do that. That's gonna be, we'll just copy it from the other one that takes the green in and out, because if that works, this one's gonna work as well. Boom. Yep, there are no other signals nearby. That's just not working. I'm gonna take it out. That's exactly what we were worried about. I am going to find a location that has some signals in a row that is enough for a full train, like that one. And then I'm going to say, well, this is probably the minimum distance. That's probably the minimum distance, yeah? So, if we're doing this, it should be there. And then I'm gonna, again, take in the seed, that's the minimum distance. Good. That means this is okay, and that means this is okay. Or, I mean, just can be taken out. And we need to move this by 1 tile. That's not the big deal. Not a big deal. Oops. Crap. Might actually be a bit of a big deal. There. Why did it have to be so precise? Because there is a specific area allocated to the train up here. So that needs to be conserved. And although there will be some distant differences here, that thing will need to go here instead, and I'll do that one. And then I'm gonna take this out and then basically get this turned instead. Oh, don't do that. Don't cut. And I think this is gonna be working. It does have a slight little thing, but it's gonna be fine. If it were just going in, it would be perfect distance, but the fact that there's one in between means that it has to sort of slide out by a bit. Not a problem. Okay, so now it's time for us to assign trains. And I'll assign them, I'll assign them here because then they'll be put into that one. Let's get this one. Trains, good. And that's the forward end of the train. And I have to make sure that the train station is completely different. So it goes to 1, and that goes to 1, and loading 1 until full. Take that out. Take that out. It is now reserved for only number 1, and I will just take it again. Trains, no tiles. Standing here in the middle, and I can then take it out. There. Really don't think I want to hook up anything before this. That one. And on this side, and I hope that we are done with the green circuits by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're gonna get one more for the 8th, and that's gonna be down here on this line. It's gonna be interesting to see if I'm actually making them correct. All right, I think we also need to hook up all of the other things. Let me see. These ones, I hope that I can just go to... Are you kidding me? Did I copy number 1? I copied the wrong one. Okay, it can be fixed pretty easy. It can be fixed pretty easy. I have to fix one of them again. I don't know. You saw it, so you saw the mistake. But for me, I was like, I didn't do that, and you're going like, oh yeah, you did. All right, so number 1 to number 1. Copy. Paste. 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 Yes. Number 1. You go to load 1. You go to load 1. You go to stacker 1. You go to stacker 1. You go to stacker 1, and you go to stacker 1. Go to stacker 1, and the last one here you go to stacker 1. Good. How many trains are assigned to this one? There should be a total of... Whoa, 5? Oh, you know what? That actually should be 6 then. Even though the last one is going to be on that line, and I don't want it, and this is going to be the same here. This stacker should also be able to take 6. There. Good. And all we need now to make this work, or to make it even activate, is to hook up the line down here. Oh, you can't do that. That's it. Once these two are going in, then we will see up here. These two will change, hopefully almost immediately. I don't even know if we have enough trains for it. Maybe. Let's see. Well, there was no change. But hopefully there will be some trains going out. These ones. Okay, they're just not loading fast enough. It is not surprising that it takes a while to load this one. Are you coming out? And let's see. No, not there. Kind of sad. Kind of sad to see that trains were not just jumping at the opportunity to serve the new green circuit build. Maybe you. Yes. Yes. That's the first iron inbound. And let's see if we... Did you change your mind? Oh dear. Oh right. Oh my god, I did it. I did it again. I did it again. Please stop doing that. Please. Yeah, sorry. And that probably breaks everything. Can't believe I did this again. Kill this. I forgot. I forgot. Sorry. Alright, so this is going to take a full train in, and a full train is on the inside belt. So that should be a full train. Oh, I still have plenty of opportunity to kill myself here. And the full train is on the inside belt, so that should also be there. That means I can go. No signals, no nothing. What could possibly go wrong here? And the other one. That was the outbound. This is inbound, and this is inbound. Yes. So now we just need to put on some signals. Hopefully things will start working again, but I do have a few stranded trains. That one actually does not need to be here. Whoa, hello. That one, and I'm gonna stand here because there's a fair chance that I'll be run over somehow. No, that's not. That just isn't correct. That's not correct. That's definitely not correct, this one. But that's not correct either. That's still not correct. I'm butchering this. These two are going here. So the full train coming out will obviously have to go that way. And that way. And that way, right? Inbound, outbound. Continue that way. Here, inbound, outbound. Good. Does that make sense then? This one, this one, this one. Yep. And you are going to get an inbound here. Let's verify. I could take that one, but it doesn't matter. I think this might work. And let's see. This one has trains inbound. Unfortunately, I can't figure out which trains are inbound here. But what I can see is this one is going through. Wow, train problems. And that one as well. Yeah. Okay, well, that's we need to fix this one, by the way. Do we not have oil nearby compared to this one? I have massive oil and massive oil. Why am I even bringing it in on the train? I don't understand that. This is definitely overstacked. That one, yep. Okay, I'm gonna just send you back, pretend that you are empty, so that I can free up my iron train. And what's the one behind? That is also an iron train. Oops. And let's see if we can mess this up less. And that's an iron train that's stuck here. No, that's actually good. Well, they are there, but you are weird. What are you doing? That is the weirdest way that you want to go I've ever seen. But I have to respect it. You're gonna go to the stacker, and you're gonna go to the stacker again. Simply just get them out there, so I can free up this train. This train is woefully stuck, and that's some of the mess up from earlier. Alright, things are starting to look okay. We don't have a single copper one in, so maybe some of the copper ones are stuck somewhere. I'm gonna have to check. This copper train is going in there, so that's a decent copper train. This copper train's here. Maybe we're just not getting enough copper trains. Do we have anything outbound ready to go? Nope. Nope. And yeah, okay, it's not green or sorry, blue either, so it's not actually assigned anything. So it is a lack of copper right now. I might just throw in another copper location somewhere just to keep the ball rolling on this before we go any further with this. And I'm gonna need a third one. So basically we need 3 of the iron locations, 3 of the copper locations, and 3 of the green circuit location, and I have 2 of each. So they all need to be scaled up a bit, but they also need to be scaled up around down here where we don't really have a lot going on right now. So that's why we focused on the top part, but I don't want to cram any more in here yet. We've seen the issue when things go weird. I'm just checking here. That is a copper between behind the copper. It is there. And let's go for some of the other ones. All right, that has been, yeah, on the one hand, you can say that it's been a bit of a messy episode, but on the other hand, it's also been a very realistic episode from the perspective of what are the things that you have to do when you're working with trains. You're absolutely going to be debugging the trains a lot. I'm missing the copper though. I'm really missing more copper. That one's 49. That one is a bit more. 53. So I'd like to see one of these come out and see if they actually choose to come to my location. You know what? How about just throwing in another copper location down there? We can do that, right? We can do that. 130 million. Yeah, but it's a small one. Let's do it. And it really is as simple as this. And that's how we build another copper location. All we need to do is just build those and tap that one. Easy peasy. Or maybe straighten the lines down here and give them better names. But you know, it's small things for me to do. I will just do that, and then we have another location up and running. So a short little jump in where everything is built now, and what we need is just to tap this one. So what we do is we just continue our build out here. We're going to find one of these loading locations that we've been using before and do the middle out algorithm we've been using so frequently, and that will just be let's see, do we have one that's vertical? Yep, that one. I'll want to take this exact thing right to that point is where we exactly want to have it, and basically we can do one more. That's perfect. Yep, and we build this, and then we just take minor changes on this one. And again on this one, it's also the same, just minor changes to just rotate it. This one is still connected, good, and that's one called copper. So all we need now is just hooking up the belts, and then we should be good to go. And so the last bit is just hooking up all of this. So let's go. I hope it works, because it would be pretty cool if this works. Yep, that was not even a time lapse or anything, and it just needs to fill in here. So we need more trains. We will just hook up some trains from here. We know that they are going to be exactly the same. That one. Take the trains there, and I'm going to get backwards there. That train is going to be exactly like this, and I'm going to take another one that's going to be exactly like this, and another one that's going to be right there, and another one that's going to be right there. And Probably a good idea to get them to the other station first. You go back, and you're gonna wait just a second so you don't crash into the other one, because I think there's an acute lack of signals on that one, and that one will go into the loading station. So we have the four of these, and I'll just take a single one in between here. Good. So we have now inbound is coming, and I just have something down here to remove. That should take care of that one. It is a bit smaller, so it's not actually going to keep up with what we want, but it will have to do. I can put in the train here, and that will be a copper train, but this one will be another schedule. It'll go from copper load until full. It'll go to copper in until empty, and then it'll go back to copper stacker 3. And I'm going to take a copy of this train. I hope. There. Is it still there? Yeah. And I'm going to get this one. So you are simply going to go in there. You're going to go in there, and then I'll add a few trains here. 1. And I don't want them hooking up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That should be good for all of these trains. This one, stacker 3, can have 6, so this one should go to stacker 3. No, it doesn't work. Interesting that there is a broken one here. Go to stacker 3, please. Yeah, okay, so the other one was just a bit too far forward. Stacker 3, stacker 3, stacker 3, and stacker 3, and run through. And I was about to say we don't even have anything coming in, but now we do. We got the first train coming in, and unfortunately you can see that this is just, it's just not good enough in that respect, right? This one, these have all enable limits 1. I'm gonna take it up to level 2 when we get it, but it's still gonna take a while, but it will catch up. Now, excuse me, but this one? Oh, it has stacker 2. Oh, okay, this stacks up to 2. So how many do we have? We have 8 trains here. And let me just check on the trains whether we have... Ah, okay, that's why. We can take 2 more. 2 more of these trains. That one. And that one. Stacker 3 and stacker 3, and that should... Oops. Ah, okay. That should make this one full. Yeah. So now all of this is full. All of this is working. We just got another copper location in, and that should, all things considered, be enough for this. This has not even emptied a single one. Oh, it hasn't loaded a single one, because you can see there's a bit of copper there. And there's also a bit here. So it's simply just not having enough copper inbound, and well, that's what we fixed now. So when we come back next time, we will absolutely be having this in full swing. Everything is working, and we can finally get started on purple signs. With that, thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay effective.